I just feel like to get rid of the waivers, get out of the waiver business. Don't worry about having to make that decision if you're NASCAR. If I was NASCAR, I'd be like, I don't want to, I'm not doing this.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has just revealed a shocking critique that has the entire NASCAR community stunned. The racing legend didn't hold back as he called for a dramatic overhaul of one of the sport's most controversial elements, and what he revealed next has sparked intense debate across the racing world. For years, stage cautions have disrupted the natural flow of NASCAR races, but now Earnhardt Jr. has taken a definitive stand against them. During a recent episode of his podcast, Dale Jr. Download, the two-time Daytona 500 champion, delivered a passionate call to action that completely challenges NASCAR's current race format, leaving fans and officials equally shocked by his candid assessment. Get rid of stage cautions entirely, Earnhardt Jr. declared with unmistakable conviction while discussing topics previously raised by fellow drivers Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch on the Actions Detrimental podcast. His bold proclamation marks the most high-profile criticism yet of a system implemented in 2017 that many purists believe has fundamentally altered the strategic elements of NASCAR competition. Earnhardt's proposal maintains the current point structure while eliminating the artificial breaks that critics argue disrupt racing momentum. No stage break caution, that goes away. You still pay points out at certain moments in the race as we do today. I'm fine with that. I like people accumulating points during the race, he explained, outlining a vision that preserves competitive incentives while restoring racing purity. The implications of Earnhardt's suggestion extend far beyond simply removing cautions. This represents a potential paradigm shift in how NASCAR races unfold, with enormous consequences for team strategies, driver approaches, and fan experiences. By advocating for continuous green flag racing while preserving stage points, Earnhardt has positioned himself at the center of NASCAR's ongoing identity crisis. Caught between tradition and television-friendly entertainment, beyond merely identifying problems, Earnhardt Jr. proposed an innovative alternative system that could revolutionize race management. There's a lap clock, a lap counter. You run a certain number of laps green. And if no caution has come out, you throw the yellow. If there's a natural yellow at some point in that mix, it resets the clock, he suggested, describing a mechanism that would maintain unpredictability while eliminating purely artificial interruptions. What makes Earnhardt's timing particularly significant is NASCAR's inconsistent application of stage cautions in recent years. After experimenting with removing these breaks from road courses in 2023, officials reversed course last year and reinstated them, creating exactly the kind of strategic confusion that Earnhardt's proposal aims to resolve with a more consistent, competition-focused approach. But wait, there is more. The financial and commercial realities of modern motorsports haven't escaped Earnhardt's consideration. With remarkable candor, he acknowledged television's influence over race formats, stating that the networks want yellows so they can go to break, and the networks have a lot of leverage in terms of when we're going to start races and how races is going to look. This rare behind-the-scenes insight reveals the complex commercial forces shaping competition decisions. Earnhardt's critique becomes even more relevant as NASCAR prepares for the prestigious Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where the current system will be on full display with 3-stage cautions interrupting the 4-stage race at predetermined 100-lap intervals. This mechanical approach to race management exemplifies exactly what Earnhardt believes is undermining authentic racing competition. The existing point system has created unusual competitive scenarios that Earnhardt pointedly questioned. It does create a conversation that I think we need to have around somebody who finished 14th getting 5th place points, or the 5th best points, or the guy even winning the race, not having the most points as the guy in 2nd or 3rd because of what happened throughout the race. These mathematical oddities highlight fundamental questions about what NASCAR racing should reward. The historical context of Earnhardt's comments adds significant weight to his perspective. As the son of 7-time champion Dale Earnhardt Sr. and a 26-time Cup Series winner himself, his connection to NASCAR's heritage runs deeper than almost anyone currently involved with the sport. When Earnhardt speaks about racing integrity, he does so with the authority of someone who has experienced the sport's evolution from multiple perspectives. As a competitor, broadcaster, and team owner. The timing of Earnhardt's comments appears strategic, coming amid growing driver dissatisfaction with various aspects of NASCAR's current direction. By aligning himself with concerns raised by active competitors like Hamlin and Busch, Earnhardt effectively bridges the gap between current competitors and the sport's traditional fan base, many of whom share his skepticism about artificial race interventions. Fan reaction to Earnhardt's proposal has been overwhelmingly positive across social media platforms, with many longtime viewers expressing frustration over how stage cautions have fundamentally altered race-watching experiences. This groundswell of support suggests Earnhardt has tapped into widespread sentiment that NASCAR's entertainment-focused approach may be alienating its core audience. The broader implications of Earnhardt's critique extend to questions about NASCAR's overall direction in balancing sport and spectacle. As other motorsports categories like Formula One have seen explosive growth while largely maintaining traditional race formats, Earnhardt's comments implicitly challenge NASCAR's assumption that manufactured drama is necessary for audience engagement. Most compelling about Earnhardt's vision is how it attempts to bridge competing interests rather than simply advocating for a complete return to past practices. By preserving stage points while eliminating automatic cautions, his proposal acknowledges modern competitive realities while seeking to restore racing authenticity that many fans believe has been compromised. The conversation Earnhardt has ignited transcends simple rules debates into fundamental questions about NASCAR's identity. His advocacy for more genuine competition reflects growing concern that the pendulum has swung too far toward entertainment at the expense of sporting integrity. This tension between authentic competition and commercially optimized entertainment represents perhaps the central challenge facing NASCAR leadership. Earnhardt's influence extends far beyond his words through his multiple roles in the sport. As a team owner in the Xfinity Series, NBC broadcaster, and one of NASCAR's most beloved figures, his perspective carries unique authority across different stakeholder groups. This multi-dimensional influence makes his critique particularly significant as NASCAR evaluates its competition formats. What happens next in this ongoing debate will reveal much about NASCAR's willingness to reconsider established practices in response to feedback from its most respected voices. As pressure builds from figures like Earnhardt, Hamlin, and Busch, NASCAR faces difficult decisions about how to balance competitive integrity with commercial imperatives in an increasingly crowded sports entertainment landscape. With the Coca-Cola 600 approaching as NASCAR's longest and most grueling event, Earnhardt's timing couldn't be more appropriate for questioning whether artificial interruptions belong in a race designed to test endurance and strategy. His challenge to the status quo has created unprecedented conversation about what NASCAR racing should be in its purest form, and whether current practices truly serve the sport's long-term interests.